and welcome to Kerbal Space Program. I thought I'd have a quick little go at this. If some of you don't know about this game, it's basically a rocket simulator. You can go to other planets, go to the moon, land on the moon, stuff like this. These are the little Kerbals. The planet you can see back there is, I believe, Kerbal, and the moon is called Moon. I'm not running on the latest version. I find that it's a bit laggy on my computer, I don't know why. But 0.21 seems fine. So let's start a new game. Moon or bust. That's usually what happens. It really is trial and error, this game. We don't have any save games, so we're going to make a new one. Let's see. Right, yeah, it's only sandbox at the moment. This is in the early stages of development. There we go. I've got my own flag. You can make your own flag and chuck it in the resources folder in the installation directory. So this is your base. You get this, I believe this over here is quite new. This is your astronaut complex. This gives you all the Kerbals that are available, and these are ones that have applied and you can hire. So it gives you a lot of freedom with who you want to bring in, all different names, like Dombo, seems like a good guy. The ones I got at the moment, they're quite stupid, not much courage. An ideal one would probably be this guy here, but this guy here would be pretty good if you really don't trust your rocket. You don't lose them, the Kerbals, as much, because you can now revert the flight. So from here you can launch a new mission. These are just all the crew you've got, and the GamerNXE. So that's the rocket that can go on there now. Over here, this is your tracking station. I haven't got anything in progress at the moment, but I aim to get at least the start of a space station up here. Over there is Tylo. That's one of the other planets. I believe there's roughly 6 other planets, something like that. There's the only other one I know of is Eve, but I'm not sure where Eve is. That's probably quite far away. I've never actually seen a planet that you've been able to target before. Can we go over? Whoa! It's a big green bogey! We've got a bogey for a planet. That's a pretty planet. Can we go in? No, we can't go in very far. But, oh. It's got Val and Lathe as moons. So you can travel to all these. There seems to be some sort of ice planet. Ice satellite, sorry. What have we got? Whoa, there's a lot of... I've never noticed these. Got Tylo, Pol, Bop. I've already looked at Val. These are all on different... they're all on different planes. All got their own orbital planet pattern. Nimbos. What's this? Oh, that's our planet. Okay. So... oh, Nimbos must be a new moon. Wow, a new satellite. Never seen this before. This could be a target for the future. But right now, we're just gonna focus our efforts around Kerbal and try and get some sort of core of a satellite up there. See, there's nothing up there. This is what we're gonna aim to get up there, a probe, which will then turn into a station. So let's get into the builder. Once it loads. So here we are in the hangar. This just gives you, this allows you to start building. So I'm going to start with, these are cores. These are what you should start with. So there we go, we've got what looks to be a Sputnik, but it's called a Staputnik. And we've got all the Kerbals around here, all the guys with their clipboards. There's the safety guy with his clipboard, checking on the probe. we've got, see over there, that's where you launch from. And there's our flag. That's my Minecraft character in a Buzz Lightyear outfit. So let's get started on this. So we're gonna do a call. Let's see, Nimbos Space Station Version 1, because this is not gonna go well. So let's just bring this up a bit. Alright. So some of the basics we want to get on there. I like to put a Communitron on there. You've got down here you've got symmetry mode and angle snap. Symmetry mode allows you to put it on different faces. As you can see there, we're on a free mode now, but you can also change it to a, what I believe is a hexagon, which will angle snap it around the object you're looking at. So we're not going to get two of those, just one. Now what I want to do is hopefully aim it so this will be aiming towards the planet. So I might actually put that on the top of our core. Looks okay. We're also going to get some Communitrons, which are just communication antennas. We're going to have 4 of those around here. Let's see, how do I want that? Yep, that looks good. Yep. That looks lovely. Okay, now what do we want next? Let's see what we got here. We got a ravioli detector. Ravioli detector. That sounds better. A ravioli detector. We're going to detect ravioli in space. Won't avoid if you detect positive ravioli particles. Accelerometer. Don't really need that. Barometer. Don't need that because we're not going to another planet. We'll get one of these. Oh, these are big. Bigger than I was expecting. We could get one there, maybe? How's that look? That looks fine. That looks alright. I think what we'll actually do is change the symmetry, so we can have 3. Do I want 3? 4, let's try 4. Let's take that up a little bit. There we go. Okay, that looks fine. That looks okay. So we're also going to want solar arrays. We'll stick that on the second symmetry. These are a bit awkward to put on if you want them straight. Especially on this core. So let's try and get that as best we can. That looks fine. Just noticed that communication there is not quite as straight as it could be. There we go. That looks okay. Yep, that looks fine. So what else do we want to add? Let's have a look around. We're going to want some batteries. I may do that as just a ring at the base like that. That looks fine. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah. Do we want? I like to put these on there as well. Actually, they look a bit big. But I'm going to stick them on there anyway. Just for the sake, I like the green light. It looks pretty on a satellite. So that looks okay. Yeah, that looks right. Right, I'm just gonna try and take this onto the launching platform so I can just check that everything is okay and is not hitting each other. So I need a small enough hole. Tank. What can I use? Clampatron. These are all too big. Not sure what I can use. They're all too big. No! Why are they all so so big? Oh, that'll do. Well, I just want this so I can put some feet on it and I can test it. Let's see. Oh, Jesus, they are big. Let's just stick them on there. Okay, let's save this and launch it. Okay, so we're now on the launch platform. I believe in older versions it used to have like the big tower, similar to what NASA had, but that's gone now. I don't know why. I've never actually played the game while that was on there. Let's extend these panels. Let's check that everything isn't clipping. Why isn't that opening? Ah, there we go. Alright, let's open up that's the main thing, because, yeah, that's clipping. But I think that looks okay. It looks kind of, because these toggle as well. So what does that look like with all those open? Toggle this one if I can. Nope. Toggle, yep. Toggle. Okay, so that's looking good so far. Can toggle, no, toggle that as well. I don't know if that'll do much in here. I don't know, I've never really used these. I don't really know what they do. But they look pretty. So that's at full power. Now our core there is at full power. Now these solar panels, they track the sun, so as this goes around the earth, these will move around and try and get as much light as possible. Those will do, I think. Those should do. But what I'm going to add as well is a solar panel here which extends, just to make it look purely for aesthetic purposes. So let's revert the flight back to vehicle assembly. It's gone. Oh, there it is. Right, I want these. Right. Oops, easy. I don't want the big ones. Are they the big ones? They're the 1x6, so they're longer as opposed to wider. Let's put that there. Looks fine. Now, I'm not going to look at that on the platform. Okay, let's see. Now let's think about getting this into space. That's the main bit. So I think we're going to want some structural just to get that away from there. I have no idea if that will hold. What I actually want to do as well is put a decoupler, one of these as a decoupler. Now what a decoupler will do, once you launch the decoupler stage, this will fire and this will separate any parts from the body. So that'll hold up until the point that you ask it to fire, like decouple. So as you can see there, miniature detachment utility for small rockets and space probes. Okay, do we want that? Seems a bit of a... Could I use that? That just... yeah, that'll do. Use one of these as well. Okay, let's see. We want SAS. Remember what SAS is? I keep losing SAS. That'll do, that's the big one. So that's an advanced SAS unit. Now what the SAS unit will do is if you activate it, it'll keep it on a set course that you've put it on, using control surfaces, RCS, anything it can use really, and it'll try its best to keep you on a straight course so you don't have to do much, and that allows you to plan out and work out what you're going to do next. So that looks okay. What I actually want to do there as well is put in a stage that will allow me to control the probe while it's in orbit, so I can just try and get it sort of into a good orbit. So we can use on that a cool, it's too big. Liquid fuel, it's too big. Liquid fuel engine. That looks like it'll do. Let's put a decoupler around there. Decoupler. That'll do, and that one will go around there. There we go. So that'll be our last stage. Well, our last stage but one. That'll be the very last stage. This will be stage but one, which will just, in case we need any last movements on our orbit. I think I may actually put some RCS by there somewhere as well. Let's look at propulsion. RCS fuel tank. That's a bit big. That's a bit... Actually, I think that's right. Let's see. That there. Will that work? Actually, what I think I might do. Stick that there. Okay, that looks like it'll do. So these are SES thrusters. Did I say SES then? Jesus. RCS thrusters. They give you control over the rocket. I think they only really work in space effectively. I'm not sure about that though. So we're going to stick those there, just so I can get a bit of control over the probe while it's up there. I want those to be able to decouple as well, just because I don't want any RCS thrusters on the probe, so it looks a bit prettier. Okay, let's see about our rocket system. So, let's see, what should we use? They're boosters, so we're not going to use them. Those are a bit small. What can we use? That's too small. Let's see. I think we'll use one of these big boys. Yeah, we'll use one of them. Should we try two of those? Yeah, let's try two. What the hell? Let's try two. I have no idea if this will work. I've never designed a rocket like this before. Structural. We're going to get some of the decouplers, if I can find them. The side decouplers. There they are. Radial decouplers. How many are we going to need? We're going to need that many. That's 6 by the looks. Just try and stick that as centrally as possible. And then we're going to just do our rockets again. I actually want to bring that down a bit. We're going to have to bring those decouplers down by the looks of it. That looks good. Yep. There we go. Okay. Looks good. I actually want to get another decoupler by there, so... structural... where are they going? There they are. Okay. Stick that there. That looks good. Propulsion. There we go. That looks good. And to get this rocket up, what I'm going to try and use is asparagus staging. I'll explain that to you once I start setting it up. Okay, that looks right. Okay, I'm just going to stick... Actually, I actually like to do this. There we go. Let's actually stick some by here as well. That looks fine. There we go. So there's a lot of struts put in. That should be enough to hold the craft in place. I might actually do as well. Let's just stick some struts. That doesn't want to work. Alright, we won't bother with them. Okay, now we're going to get into the asparagus station. We need propulsion and fuel lines. Now, what asparagus staging is what it basically does is as the rockets are running, two paired rockets keep giving off their fuel, or some of their fuel, to the next pair in the line. So what I mean is, this whole fuel cell here, well, if I do there to there, now as you can see, there's arrows there, which means the fuel from this, as it's burning, the fuel from this is also filling up this tank. So this tank is staying at 100%, while this one is reducing quicker. And then this tank, well, lets fuel go to this tank. So this will be draining, that'll decouple, this will be at 100%, keep draining, but filling this one, decouple, and this will stay at 100%. And then what this will do is... Oh, no. Oh, no. That's a bad idea. Let's control Z that. Is the fuel line staying tight? Yeah. Get hold of that fuel line there. There we go. Okay. And now what this one will do, this one and its opposite one will be at 100% when this one and this one drops. And then this one will keep pouring its fuel into this central tank, which will allow that to get a lot more altitude. Now, I'm not sure if that is viable in real life, but it seems to work in Kerbal. I learned this method from a few YouTubers. One, I believe, was HOC Gaming, so shout out to him. And I probably learned a little bit from Scott Manley, but I don't really watch his videos that much. Okay, that looks good. Yep, that looks okay. Right, now let's sort out our decouplers. So this is going to be a tricky bit. Okay, so our staging seems to be correct now. So this is our first engine here, obviously with its pair opposite. So those decouplers will fire first, and its opposite ones, as you can see, and then this engine and its counterpart over there will fire, and then once this is has put this to 100%, the central tank, these will fire as well. So let's have a look at engines. So propulsion, let's see, what do we want? Skipper. What do we want? Atomic. Mainsail. Let's put mainsail on these. Let's put that on angle on symmetry mode. There we go, that looks good. And then I think I'll put a skipper on the central one, because at that time it should be far enough out of the atmosphere that the drag shouldn't be as much, so it should have an easy job of lifting. That looks good. That looks okay. Let's just make sure all of these engines are right. So that engine needs to come down into here. So we want our engines to fire first. Structural. We want some of these stability enhancers. Stick those there. And we want those to fire after I put the engines to full throttle. So let's bring... This wasn't so tricky. There we go. So what will happen here is all these engines here will fire at full throttle. Then these will come off, and the rocket will fire upwards. Hopefully, if there's enough lift. Decouplers. Then the that's not good actually. Oh no, that's fine. That decoupler there will fire, which will sacrifice our SAS, which I don't know if that'll be good or not, but we're doing it anyway. Then that central rocket will fire, and then that decoupler will decouple there, and then hopefully we should have a good orbit. So this looks good. This looks fine to me. If this fails, then I'll use one of the standard ships to launch a probe and put my own satellite on it. So join me in part 2 when I shall attempt to launch Nimbos Space Station up into space.